Engaged lessons for the 21st century.
You are presently looking at a spreadsheet that we have designed to help you with amortization. Now, amortization is the ability to look at something you're going to purchase and see how much it is actually going to cost you over a period of time. In this example, we have $2,000 we borrowed at 10% for 1 year. Now, if you pay every month, there are 12 months in a year, so obviously your payment begins here, 12 months. This is the first date of the payment, and over here you can see how much money it's going to cost you per month and how many payments you have scheduled. This is the total interest you will be paying out. So in essence, if you purchase or take a loan out for $2,000, it will cost you $2,109.98. Now, down here below, you'll notice that we have listed all of the payments, the dates, and you'll notice that we subtract the schedule of payment and you see the remaining balance. The total amount of the payments per month, how much is applied towards the principal, that's the amount you borrowed, and how much is applied towards the interest, how much the bank is charging you, and it gives you the ending balance. You'll notice at the very end, your last payment, you will have accumulated $109.98. To fully understand this video and amortization, I'm going to take the $2,000 and I'm going to change it to $50,000 at 10% for 1 year, and obviously we have 12 payments. This is the starting date. Now, if we did this, we would have 12 payments of $4,395.79. And the total interest we would pay the bank is $2,749.53. So in reality, if we borrowed $50,000, we would be paying back $52,749. And you'll notice the amortization here is showing us for 12 payments over 1 year. This really isn't very logical. Most people would do this, but they would spread out the payments over a period of time. So in essence, instead of 1 year, 12 payments, let me change this to 10 years and see what happens. Now we have $50,000 at 10% for 10 years, 12 payments, 1 payment a month. However, you'll notice carefully that the monthly payments have been reduced. They are no longer no longer the large price it was. They're only $660.75. Now, the total interest of this time, it's going to be $29,290. So we're going to pay a larger amount because we spread it over, we amortize it over 10 years. Now, if you look carefully, when we branch down here, we have 120 payments because 12 times 10 is 120. Let's scroll down, and you're going to see on the 120th payment, we will have paid it completely off. And here's our interest. Now, in essence, you probably might do something like this, but it's reality-wise, it's up to you. We're showing you what you can do and how everything is going to fall into place. Now, what you want to do for us here, or for yourself, is when you're going to do this assignment, I'm going to click on Page Layout, and the next thing I'm going to do is go to Page Setup. And if you notice carefully, header and footer, custom header, I want you to print out your name, the assignment number, and obviously your grade. It'll all be there. Now, when you print this out, it's going to show quite a few pages, so we do not want to print out a lot of pages or a lot of these lessons. We just want a soft copy. We'll calculate it, but we won't print them all out. Now, if you're getting ready to print out a hard copy, what you want to do is set up the print area. You can do that by going to Page Layout. Place your cursor in cell A1, hold down your left button, and highlight, this is just one way to do it, all the way down to the very end, in this case 120, because that is the number of payments that we're going to have. Now when you get down to 120, you want to click back up here and click on Set Print Area. Now that means that is the area that will print out. To show you what I mean, I'm going to click on Page Setup, click on my down arrow, click on Print Preview, and in doing so you'll notice at the bottom here it says 3 pages. Here's page 1, page 2, and page 3. So if we wanted to, these are the 3 pages that will print out. Let's go back to get rid of our print area, which you should do. I'm going to click on Page Layout, Print Area, and clear it. This means that there's nothing in the print area to print out. Hopefully that made sense. Please be careful when you are going to print, and you only print out what is required. What you see before you is a form that we've created for this lesson. This form must be stapled to your 2 hard copies. Now you'll notice that what you'll do here is type in your name here, your grade level, and it explains about saving everything to your folder. And it says also make sure that you go to Page Layout, it's important, and set up your print area. Now you'll notice at the bottom here we have 1 and 3 are hard copies. Those are the only 2 you'll print out. The other ones will be soft copies, meaning you'll do the calculation, but you will not print them out. For the first one, $3,000 at 8% for 5 years. Here you're going to write in the monthly payment, the total interest to the bank, and then the total cost of the loan, which is the monthly payment plus the interest to the bank. And you repeat that for all 5, but you will only print out 1 and 3. Hopefully that makes sense. And when you're done with everything, staple this to the top sheet and submit it. So you fully understand what's happening. The first lesson, the first question is a hard copy of $3,000 at 8% for 5 years. So we type that in, $3,000, 8% for 5 years, and our monthly payment is going to be $60.83. The total interest will be $649.75. Now you're going to print out a hard copy of this one, so place the cursor up here in cell A1, hold down your left button on your mouse, and highlight all the way down to 60 payments. Okay, then you want to go to Page Layout, which we already are, click on Print Area, Set Print Area. And again, let me illustrate. I'm not going to print it out, but let me illustrate. But you will print this one out. I'm going to go to Print Preview, and you'll notice we have 2 pages. Here it goes down to 31, and if you go to the second page, it goes to line 78 or 60 payments. Hopefully that makes sense. So we just wanted to show you or give you an idea of the first one, because it's important that you understand loan payments in amortization.